Hello programmers, in this video we're going to discuss about union function in Apache Spark using Scala. Below the title which we're going to do the deep dive with example, and the first title union with two different data frame or data set, and the second how to remove the duplicate data in union data set, and the third one union with more than two data frame or data set, and fourth how to handle unordered data frame or dataset with the same number of headers, and fifth how to handle null in unordered data frame or dataset which is having the same number of headers. Fine, let's get into what is union. So union is nothing but it's just one of the data transformation in Spark, and it can use to merge the two or more data frame or dataset, and it will return the new data frame or dataset. And basically it doesn't have functionality to handle the duplicate data in it, and to remove either we have to use distinct or drop duplicate function. Fine, so union has some rules, and so if you're going to use the two data frame or data in the sense, it should have same schema with structure, which means the same number of columns. And why we need union? So it can use to merge the two or more data frame or data set. And the syntax, so the union function which is available in the data set itself. So if you want to do further union, I mean the more than two in the sense, we have to union the data set 1 and data set 2, and later we can go for the data set 3. Fine, let's get into our source code. So here you can see there is a 3 different CSV files. So the data are just similar to each other, and the only difference is column header is misplaced. So here we can see C1 and C2, C3, and here you can see C1, C6. So instead of C2, the C6 came, and then later C2. Fine. Let's go back to the program. So I will explain line by line. And here I just creating the Spark session, and later so I just getting the path of the file, and here I'm just loading the file into the Spark dataset with all header as a true, because we have some header values C1, C2, these are the headers. And here we're going to start use the union operation. I'm going to do the dataset 1 and dataset 2. With the help of the union, I'm going to merge the record. So I just displaying the record with the help of show function. And next union all. So since spark 2.x, the union all is just alias for the union function. So which means union and union all, the both function are similar and it's work similar together. So not much difference. So just wanted to demonstrate, that's the reason I have displayed the data of union all. And so later, so we might have chance for the duplicate record after the union. So just going to drop the duplicate with the help of drop duplicate function. So either we can use distinct or duplicate, drop duplicate. So here I have used the drop duplicate function, and here I have displayed those record. Fine. So here it is. So we can do the union operation more than two data set. So here the data set 1 and data set 2, and further I call the union operation, and later I have defined the union data set 3. I just displayed those data as well, and I have counted the value. And so guys, going to run the program. Fine, it's got completed, and going to start search from the union with the help of this value, and going to search it in our console. So you can see here, so the column C1, C6, C2, because I had defined the data set 1, so it will go here. Here is C1, C6, C2, C3, C4 and C5, just similar to that. And the values Facebook, WhatsApp, Twitter, Quora, Instagram, LinkedIn, up to lambda EMR. It is for the till the dataset 1, and then dataset 2, Facebook, Twitter, LinkedIn, so up to running volleyball. But here we have to note one more important thing. So here the column 2 having the values Twitter, India, Scala, cricket. But here the Twitter, India, Scala, cricket all comes under the C6 instead of C2. So to overcome this issue, the Spark has introduced another function name called union by name. We'll see in the next thing. Okay, and we'll see the count as well. Just searching. So it's 9 value. So overall after the union it's had 9 values. Let's see union by union all. So directly we can go to the count because it's just a similar function, right? Union and union all. So here also there is a union 9 only count. Fine. Let's come fine. Let's come to the drop duplicate function. So just going to copy and search it in console. So here we can see the dataset 1 and 2, right? So Facebook, WhatsApp is 2 entries, but here there is only 1 entry. Let's search how many values. And before removing the duplicate, it is 9. Let's search after that. Yeah, it's 8. There is only 1 duplicate. Fine. So that's all about the union and the union all, and removing the duplicate in the union function. And next thing we'll discuss union by name with the different parameters, and just going to command these functions because it may get confused to run, and going to uncommand those functions like union by name. So here we can see the dataset 1 and dataset 2. Here we're going to union by name, dataset 1 and dataset 2. So here it's a C6, C2, here it's C2 and later C3. So we'll see the output later, and with a nullable true, so which means the dataset 2 and 3. So here there is a C5 and C6. Here there is a C7 and C5. So which means the C6 is missing here and the C7 is missing here. So we're going to do the union. So whenever there is no values, it makes us a null. And so if there is the columns are mismatched, in the sense what will happen. So that's the purpose I have defined, and just going to run the program. Fine, it's got completed. Let's search by union by name. What is the value? Search the debug in the console. Yes, so here we use dataset 1 and 2. So first we will go by 1. So there is no change on the header C1, C6, C2, C3, C4, C5, and the values Facebook, WhatsApp, Java, EXJS, development DBA, Lambda IMR, and the next dataset 2. And here we can see Facebook, Quora, France, EXJS, volleyball. Those are all the C6 values. And here you can see C6, Quora, France, EXJS, volleyball. And then C2 column values Twitter, India, Scala, cricket. Twitter, India, Scala, cricket. Yeah, which means no, the values are fitted into the corresponding column name. Fine. Let's search the value, the count. So it's 9. Fine. Let's search what will happen if the column headers are mismatched. So here we use dataset 2 and 3. So this is a dataset 2 and this is a dataset 3. So here there is no C6, here there is no C7. So first which one we use? Dataset 2. So this is the one. So C1, C2, C3, C4, C5 and C6 and C7. So here there is no C7 in the dataset. So that's the reason value for the column C7 it's a null. And the next dataset. So here there is no C6. That is the reason here there's a null values. And then Telegram, Ukraine, AngloJS, long jump. Those are all C7 column values. And then WhatsApp, Germany, PHP, running. These are all C5 columns. WhatsApp, Germany, PHP, running. It's in the C5 column. Fine. And let's search the how many values. It's 8. There are total 8 values. And next, what will happen if you make as false? So if you make it as a false, it will throw an error because the column headers are mismatched. Dataset 2 and 3. So here there is no C7, here there is no C6. So that's the reason. So the data set, this one is going to compare with this one. So here the dataset C6 missing. So it thrown an error. So that's all about the union function in Apache Spark using Scala. So if you have doubt or clarification or any suggestion, please share it in the comment section. Thanks for watching.